Do you see this YouTuber? Well, it turns out he's a scammer, and a couple months ago I made a video about him. But people in my comments and forum users being forum users also say that other YouTubers are scammers. So I decided to look into a bunch of different YouTubers and see if they're actually scammers or not, or there's beggars, which surprisingly most of them are. Anyway, the first person on my list is Larkius Arceus. And surprisingly, out of all these people, he's one of the YouTubers which I found the most information about, and yet I forgot to take a bunch of screenshots, so this is gonna be a pain. Like, I would say that he made pretty suspicious purchases on his high auctions, but high auctions won't load because website, and I can't show them to you, so yeah, that sucks. Also, he used to have a guild named USD, and funnily enough, that guild will take your USD, as in coins. When SPL was still a thing, I remember he had YouTube rank and always seeing his bio saying, oh, go join USD. And I think it was like 50 mil or 50 to 100 mil to join. But what do you get for paying like 100 mil? Splashes. Yep, this is obviously, well, a scam, and how he got popular was through Toadstar, surprisingly. But I think they don't talk to each other a lot. I'm not too sure. You could say that I'm a bad researcher, but personally I don't care, so yeah. And there's also this time where he used to have a second channel which had like almost 100, maybe 200k subscribers. Basically one of his friends just gave it to him, and when you click on it, you get a 404, so yeah. And how he got subscribers is that he would do free 4-7 runs, which was a very bad idea, and yeah, you can kind of see it with his latest uploads. Like, bro, he copied me. He made a video off of my work. What the bro? He was also a pit scammer in the pit, and I would show you stuff about it, but Trade Center's verification thing just does not work, and I can't show you how much he scammed for. So you kind of just have to take my word on it. Oh yeah, and he also made he made a rap song. Yo, is that a Persona reference? Was that a mental breakdown? Now I could check this off. Oh yeah, and when SPL was like still a thing, apparently he was super toxic. I can't check SPL because it's gone. But I also know a bunch of SPL admins, and they agree that he was pretty toxic, so yeah. Anyways, he kind of fits a description of a scammer. Although he doesn't have YouTube rank, he is technically a YouTube scammer. Pretty scummy overall. I think he'll get an S for scammer. Alright, the next one on my list is Menacing Banana, and he's kind of like... Menacing Banana is kind of similar to Esia, where they just do /Fs for payment. And then, I don't know if Menacing Banana does it, but what Esia would do is that he would remove them. But I don't know if Menacing Banana would F remove. I saw nothing about it. He did do a murder-suicide with his and Akensoft's channel. Yeah, I'm sure you know all the information about him, how he tried to scam a company, blah blah blah. Anyways, I think I'll give him B for Banana. Also, before we continue on, I have an announcement.
Hey weebs, please subscribe to Usemonday for a 0.461 chance of me being in your DMs.
Okay, that was probably a nice announcement. Anyways, our next one is Zapp Law, and the only real reason he's on this is for selling a bejeweled handle for 30 mil. Oh and yeah, there's also a thing where he faked MLGing his Astria throw, which might be fake or real because of his defense going up and down. But this doesn't really make him a scammer. He just scammed your attention, which, yeah, I guess that is a scammer. He's not too bad, and people get mad if we talk about this for too long, so B for Big Brother is watching you. Ooh, up next we have Minikloon. Now, I already made a video about him, and I assume you guys have watched it. And if you have, you'll already understand my feelings about him, so I'll give him a B for bit. On second thought, I'll give him an A for admin. Anyways, our next one is Loggy Gamer, and to put it simply, he just likes to beg a lot. Like, remember all those old Mafia City commercials? Imagine that, but it's just nons, and then never mind. But he's not really a scammer per se, he's just a beggar. A very big beggar. Like, I would really look in his videos to go more in depth, but I don't really see anything wrong with them, although I can't understand them, so. And what was also funny is he used to be a very big icon on r/Hypixel Skyblock for YouTube beggar. Also, he called Bonzo Pennywise, so he gets a C tier for clickbait. Alright, now the next guy, I put him as Jeff Skywell. His actual name is Jeff. He knows Esia, but the thing about him is that he has YouTube rank, but he's not supposed to have YouTube rank, if that makes sense. Basically, he was supposed to be a Mixer streamer, but since Mixer closed down, I guess Hypixel just gave him YouTube rank. But personally, I would say that he's the ultimate beggar. Because if I remember correctly, I got a screenshot, I don't know if I could find it, but he was advertising his auction house, but he also had a parrot pet, so the parrot would repeat what he was saying. Because if you didn't know, if you have YouTube rank, sometimes a parrot pet will repeat what you're saying. It's a pretty weird feature, but Hypixel, please don't remove it. I want to try it out, please. Anyway, he just advertises a lot. He might not even be a scammer or a beggar, but be for begging. And that's something I noticed. Most of the people on here aren't really scammers, they're just beggars, so that's kind of weird. I mean, sure, it is bad how they're abusing the rank, but not as bad as most scams. Anyway, we're on to our last one, which is Esia Ubreb. I think I gave him D tier for D's. Anyways, I got a bunch of comments saying that they'll translate and also giving me tips about him. But to make this easier, what I'll do is I'll kind of explain his mini story, I guess you could say. It seemed like Esia was just a normal Skyblock player until his brother shouted him out. His brother has like what, almost 4 million subscribers, and Esia was pretty scummy with his rank. Like, I saw a bunch of people saying that, oh, you sub-botted, oh, how dare you. But in reality, they aren't really sub-bots, but just people who were told to subscribe and never clicked on any videos. It is admittedly pretty sad, but he would do /F to try friend people and scam them. Like, I talked to all these people saying that how he bought a friend request and he removed it and how he wanted more money. This was months and months ago, but he just kept on scamming. I think he did get scammed one time, and he claimed that he was gonna get doxxed, and if they didn't give him items, he was gonna release his address or something. Which I do admit is pretty terrible, but he has YouTube rank. He could easily ask the admin saying like, hey, this guy's gonna dox me, please IP ban him. Or hell, what he could have done is he could have gave a Hyperion and asked the admins for another Hyperion back. Like, you saw what they did with Menacing Banana, giving him like all his items and skills back. It seems obvious that the admins would do the same. Anyways, that's like his excuse for scamming. We had a long, heated debate, and in that I met Lego Maestro, which is pretty funny. And surprisingly, he follows me on Twitter, so please follow me on Twitter, everyone else who's watching this. In all seriousness, I kind of feel like 2017 Pyrocynical with the bullying of small children. Anyway, this was just a fun little video to do. Next week, it requires tons of research, so be prepared for that. Anyways, who else is on the list? Oh god, that's me. Since that's me, I'll give myself an S tier for subscribe.